Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another video. Today I thought it would be fun if I could do like a day in the life vlog style video. I don't really do anything interesting during the day, but I thought it might be fun to share a little bit of what's going on in my normal day, not only for quarantine, but it's also Ramadan. And both of those things change up your normal everyday schedule, even though Ramadan is really not supposed to, but it still does. It's just the nature of how things flow. It's about 11:25 now. I've been up for a while, and I've been logged into work, so I've just decided to take a little bit of break from doing what I was doing and pick up the camera and start to film. And then I realized that my camera battery, even though I charged it, I guess it didn't charge. I've been having a problem lately with my electronics not charging in my apartment. Like all of them, my work laptop, my personal laptop, my phone, my camera, I'll plug them in and then leave them because, you know, I figure they're charging, and I come back and the current has been interrupted somehow and the electronics have stopped charging. So I don't know if it's like all the outlets are just going bad, or maybe I'm just plugging too many things in at once. I don't know. I don't know anything about electricity and how electronics work in that sense. I'm really ignorant about it. But I realized that my camera wasn't charged, and so I had to wait for my phone to charge, which actually took a little bit of time. So in the interim of waking up and being here now at almost 11:30, I've just done my normal routine, which is something I do every day, regardless of whether I'm commuting into an office or whether I've been working from home. And I'm really lucky enough to have been able to work from home this entire time. The industry I'm in is deemed essential, so we've been working at like gangbuster rate. We've been so busy. And so I'm really blessed to have my full-time job in more than full-time status right now. But let's see, I woke up at 7. I didn't get out of bed until 8. Usually the dogs are like whining at me to go out by 7:30. It's like, no, you got to get up and take us out. But today they waited until about 8 o'clock. And I remember why I like to walk them before 8, and that's because by 8 o'clock, everybody in my neighborhood is out walking their dogs. And I mean literally, people that I don't even see on a normal basis. I have 2 dogs. We live in an apartment. We walk them at least 3 times a day, sometimes as many as 6 times a day, depending upon the day. And there are people that I see who must not take their dogs out all that often, and they just must let them like go to the bathroom in the yard or whatever. But I see everybody and their brother out by 8 a.m. these days. And my dogs are really hyper in the morning, and they're big dogs. They both weigh like 60 pounds. And so I walk them by myself in the morning. And if they're hyper and they're excited and they're super stimulated, it's first thing in the morning. They're out for a walk, which is already fun and stimulating. And then other dogs are around in the area, it just makes them crazy. And this morning our walk was only 15 minutes and I couldn't handle it. I had to literally like practically drag them to come back inside because they were just going nuts. They would not stop. Yeah, I'm talking about you, little buddy. Here's one of them. This is our Phil. Phil is adopted. He came from Egypt. He's a Belly dog. He's a big boy. Just a big boy. When I talk about my puppy, whether it's here or on Instagram, this is whom I'm talking about. He's not really a puppy. He's almost 3, and he's a big boy. But anyway, so that was fun. And then I spent the morning doing what I do every morning. I showered, got dressed, did a little bit of makeup. Some days I do makeup, some days I don't. But today I decided to do some makeup, and then I neatened up my apartment a quick. That glare is driving me crazy. I cleaned our kitchen, and I cleaned out the fridge as well. I don't do that every morning. Actually, that's a lie. I do rearrange the fridge every morning to make sure that it's how I like it for the rest of the day. And then I also spot clean the bathroom. So like I cleaned off our vanity, I cleaned off the faucet, an area of the floor, the areas of the floor that are exposed. Obviously, I can't clean anything that's covered by like a fixture or vanity. And then I logged into work, and now we're here. So there's nothing really grand for me to show you most of the day. My days are pretty much the same. I have my morning routine, which involves pretty much exactly what I said. And then I usually fight the urge to compulsively clean. So I log into work pretty early. I'm usually logged into work between 8 and 8:30. And I'll work until about noon. And sometimes I take a lunch break, and like a lunch break. Right now I'm not eating lunch. I take a lunch break with lunch. I'm not eating lunch right now. We don't eat until 8 o'clock, which is iftar, which is when you break your fast. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll just work straight through. But usually what will happen is I will break around noon, 12:30. And either just chill and watch something on TV or post on Instagram or something along those lines as it aligns with my normal lunch break at work, or I will take the time to clean. And sometimes, especially now during Ramadan, if my sleep cycle has been disrupted because we wake up for a proper suhoor, I might lay down and take a nap, but that's risky and I might fall asleep for too long. So I usually do nothing, like I don't take a break, or I might take a very short one and then just work straight through to like 3:30 or 4, and then I call it a day. I log out of the VPN and move on with the rest of my day, which will usually include some form of a short nap, like half an hour, maybe an hour, and then I work out. And I will work out. I've worked out every day, like taking a 1-day break, like a 1-day rest day every day during Ramadan, and it's been really good. I actually started running again this week as well, and my time has been getting much better over the course of this past week. So yeah, things are going well. And after I work out, I shower, and that's usually gives me about 45 minutes to an hour to prepare food for iftar, and then we eat, and then we chill, and then we go to sleep. Sometimes we wake up for a proper suhoor, sometimes we don't. So that's been my daily schedule. So yeah, I hope I'll be able to get some good filming footage in for you during the day. If not, then we'll try it again a different day. And by the time you see this, there'll probably be, is it 12? I'll probably get this up by Friday the 15th, if not earlier. And so if you're interested in seeing what my day looks like for the rest of the day, then I guess you can keep on watching. Hi, so it is now just before 4:30. I've logged out of work and my eyes are killing me. The exposure to the screen, so much screen time is really doing a number on my eyes, and it makes me really tired. But anyway, so I think what I'm gonna do now is, oh, you can see, you can see little Poochie. Can you see him sleeping in the background? Here's the other one. See if I can get a good shot of Archie, because he doesn't like being on couch. There's my Archie baby. He's sleeping too. So we've got Phil over there. He's napping. Archie's napping. You can see my devastation of where I sit to work. So what I usually do is I always have the same pattern. I always start off in the morning sitting at our kitchen table, but by about noon, the chairs make my butt hurt. So I wind up moving to either the chair or the couch here in the living room. And when I do that, I wind up getting cold. So I always grab a blanket and like snuggle down for the remaining few hours. And it actually helps me relax a little bit. It relaxes my back and my hips quite a bit, so I can work more efficiently. But what I'm going to do now is, because it's kind of early for me to, that's a very yellow light. It's kind of early for me to start working out. Do a workout now. I don't eat now until about 8 o'clock, a little after 8 o'clock, which means today, let me turn this light off. So today, how it's working is I didn't wake up for a proper suhoor. So I haven't eaten since about like 10 o'clock last night or something along those lines. So right now, I think I'm entering like hour 18 and a half, 19 hours of fasting. It's going to wind up being something like 22 hours of fasting today, between yesterday and today. And that's not what you're supposed to do. It's not ideal. But waking up, having my sleep cycle interrupted to wake up to eat suhoor at like 3:30 and then wind up being awake for at least an hour, usually an hour and a half, sometimes even 2. It winds up being I'm only getting like 4 hours of consistent sleep. And then I did that Sunday into Monday morning. Yesterday morning, I woke up really early. I woke up at 3:30 and I had suhoor by myself because my husband didn't want to get up. And what wound up happening was I worked all day. I wound up logging into the computer really early. I think it was like 7:30. I was logged in. I worked straight through to like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then I wound up sleeping for like 3 hours and I was exhausted. So we're not doing that right now. But so what I think I'm going to do is we have this really big closet in our condo. It's a really big utility closet. And let me open it and show you. And it's just full of crap, right? Like obviously the hot water heater is not crap, but it's just got a whole bunch of crap in it. And I'm gonna go through and organize it. And this is the before shot. It has everything in here from like paint rollers and laundry detergent all the way up to like dog hair. So it really bothers me and I really want to get this closet organized, and there's stuff in here we don't need to keep. So, I love this little guy. Look at him. He's a purple velvet reindeer with like glitter antlers. I love him. I got him for like $6 at I think the place is called the Christmas Tree Shop. No, it's called End That. End, A-N-D, that, exclamation point. And it's like just one of those like little kind of junky stores or whatever. But whoa, that was a close up. They have a lot of like Christmas decorations. And so when we went there around Christmas time, I found him and I loved him and I named him Prancer. So that's my Prancer. Anyway, I'm going to go and organize my closet. I'm going to sign off right now because this closet borders on our bedroom door and my husband is waiting to leave the bedroom and he won't come out because I'm filming. So I'm going to not hang up. I'm going to stop the camera, organize the closet, and show you what it looks like after. Well, that closet organization took a lot longer than expected. It was very stressful, and it didn't need to be, but it was. But it's finally done, so I'm going to show you what it looks like now. Get this turned around. So this is pretty much how it looks. This is exactly how it looks. It's not too different, but we did get rid of some things and put other things in another space where they belong. But I mean, it's still pretty chock full because there's honestly not that much storage space in this apartment, or this condo. I should say there isn't very much practical storage space. And even though I think in my opinion, we have too much stuff, that is not an opinion that's shared with the other member of my household. And, we're just trying to figure out a way to get everything in the space as best as possible. So that's our closet. And turn around. So I think it's time now for me to go for a run or some kind of a workout. So yeah, I think that I'm going to go for a run now and then do a workout. It's already like 6:30. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute for this closet. It shouldn't have taken as long as it did, but it did. So yeah, I think it's going to be time for a run and a workout, and I'll see you probably at some point during then. So finally, a food portion of this Kristen Talks food blog. So this is my iftar for this evening, and we've got a big ass salad and a big bowl of homemade lentil soup with lemon and fat-free Greek yogurt. And I've got some hummus, baba ganoush, and some crusty toasted bread, and of course you can't really see too well. I've got my vitamin supplements there, and then this is a glass of seltzer, and I'm also going to be having obviously some regular water and probably some fruit, and that's it. So that's what I'm going to be having for iftar. Maghrib is in about a minute, and so it's going to be digging time soon. Beautiful iftar. Hey everybody, future Kristen here. So I was in the middle of editing this video and I realized I didn't do an outro. I just filmed the food that I was eating for iftar and then ended the video. So it turned out on that day I didn't work out. I wound up being really, really tired after iftar, and I got irrationally angry about the idea of working out. Sorry, I literally just finished working out, so that's why I look like this right now. But I wanted to get this filmed and up tomorrow morning. So yeah, we ate iftar, and then after that, I was really tired, and I wound up going to bed really early, and it worked out because we woke up for a proper suhoor at around 3 o'clock, and then as I've discussed before, like that kind of makes you extra tired because it interrupts your sleep cycle. But it wound up being okay, and so that day was pretty full. So yeah, that was my day in the life video, and I wanted to know from your opinion. I really want to get a regular posting schedule going, at least once every 2 weeks, if not once a week. And I was just wondering, from your perspective, which day do you prefer? Do you prefer that I post on Friday at about 10 a.m. or do you prefer that I post on a Monday at like 10 a.m.? I've been kind of struggling to figure out which day works best for me. So I want to know, sorry, this camera is so shaky. I want to know which day is going to work best for you all. And that's what I will decide to do. So if you have a preference, either Monday or Friday, post in the comments below, and I will make that happen. So I hope you enjoyed this video, a very, very short snippet of a day in my life during quarantine and Ramadan and working at home and trying to get everything fit and gel together. And I hope you have a great day. Okay. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe if you want more content. I have some ideas about what I want to do in the future, and please follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Both of my handles on both of those platforms are at Kristen Talks Food. It's the same as this channel. And I hope to see you following some more of my nutrition science, daily life content. Okay, bye.